Oh my goodness. You know, I'm really honored to be here. I've been in Vegas since 2002, and I've been in this hotel since 2012 with my show, and it's an honor for you guys to come to see the show all the time and over the years. But I love, in my show, I have so many good friends in the business that do magic and do comedy and juggling. If they're ever in town, though, I go, hey, if you're in town, you got to come to my show and do 5, 6, 7 minutes. It makes my show different, makes it more interesting. So I have a guest act in my show this afternoon you're going to see right now. He's toured all over the world. He's a favorite at the Magic Castle in Hollywood, California, and he's here with you tonight. He's going to entertain you guys for a little while. His name is Scott Wells. So please put your hands together for Scott Wells, everybody. Here he is.
Ho, ho, ho. Well, that was meant as a greeting, not as a statement for, so you might think here in Las Vegas. Well, to begin with, of course, what is a big, fat, bearded white man doing here this time of the year in Las Vegas? Well, I'm here actually just to see who's naughty and nice, and we'll check that out a little bit later. Also, I travel around the world, and I got some magic water from Zanzibar, which I happened to go to here recently. Also, I thought perhaps you may never have seen or heard of an ooh-ah bird. How many of you, by raising hands, have heard of an ooh-ah bird? Exactly, that's why I thought I would bring this. This actually is a native bird of Texas. It's called an ooh-ah bird, and the reason it's called an ooh-ah bird is because it actually lays square eggs. Yeah, believe it or not, I mean, you can just imagine, of course, of laying a square egg, and they go, But this one's name has a name. I call it G for short. That's the last name, actually. The first name is Bart. BART, which is an acronym meaning bird always ready to go. I heard what you said back there. Did you hear this gentleman? He said, up your sleeve. To that, sir, I say, up yours. So, yeah, how does he do it? Why does he do it? Well, listen, magic water from Zanzibar. Get that fixed, I guess, over there. So anyhow, we're going to be doing some magic from time to time. You guys are going to get to help me, and as I said, I'm going to need some volunteers from time to time in order to help. And I'm going to have, ma'am, you're kind of handy right there. You can stay seated. It's a small part, so you don't need to come up on stage or anything like that. We're going to use something with just a little handkerchief, and this handkerchief, you see, is going to help us. I call it a handkerchief, of course. In Spanish, they call this a sombrero. Okay, I don't speak Spanish very well. But I do speak every language in the world except for Greek. I do. Just name a language. No, it's Greek to me. So, here's the idea for you. I want you just to give me a number, okay? Give me a number between, let's make it easy. Give me a number between 1 and 5. Between 1 and 5. 3. You are amazing. She did it, not me. That's where are you from?
Texas.
I'm sorry?
Texas.
No, I heard you. I'm sorry. So I will speak just a little bit slower. Not a problem over there. Then is this? Do you know this gentleman, or just meet him downstairs in the parking lot, or? Okay, gotcha. Or the casino, I guess. So, sir, what is your name?
Bruce.
Bruce. Glad to meet you, Bruce. Would you please just, since we are at a casino, just name a suit: clubs, hearts, spades, or diamonds? Diamonds. Let me kind of recap what's just happened here, folks. You just a moment ago had said 3, correct? And then I ask you then for any number, and I also ask you then to name a suit. And your suit was what? Diamond. Which means that must be the 3 diamonds. Glad you guys came today all the way from Texas. Makes it very nice. Magic water from Zanzibar. You know, I do need to oh, this gets embarrassing. I hate this whenever this happens all the time. Do you ever have a problem whenever you have like a rock in your shoe? You're kind of walking down, and then it's just all the time. I don't know if you ever had this problem, but this is horrible. In fact, oh yeah, pick a card, any card. You didn't say clubs, you said diamonds. Well, anyhow, the idea is when you get a small rock in your shoe, and you just want to get rid of that thing, you know. So, that's a load off, I tell you, you know. This, of course, sir, is a birth control device for men. You put it in your shoe and it makes you limp. Yeah, so. tell you what, we're getting ready to have some fun here in just a second. Just need to get everything all ready to go. That's right, okay. So, kind of getting down to my winter weight, or getting up there shortly. I've been on this meat-eating diet. I'm a carnivore. I love reindeer. So, we don't think that's the first Donner and Blitzen, do you? After all. Okay, so we're going to show you something having to do, again, with this little handkerchief. Now I'm going to teach you guys a trick, and I'll teach it to you only if you happen to like it. And I can tell if you like it because whenever I would hear some applause. At the end of the trick, obviously not now because, well, I'm not getting any applause. So the idea is, of course, you're going to be taking a handkerchief. You make a fist, first of all, and when you do, you take this handkerchief and you run it in the top of your hand like this. By doing this, of course, does nothing, but when you snap your fingers once, twice, and a third time, waving your hand, say the magic word, Merry Christmas. It seems to work, in which it changes from red to white. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Okay, good. A little slow on the uptake, that's okay, kind of goes in and comes out, goes in and out, kind of like a hamburger place down the street. Goes in and out, you see, just like this. Sir, look right there. Would you help me? I want you to kind of poke that in, just kind of poke right there, please? Yeah, just poke. There's a difference between a poke and a pull. Okay. Okay. So, the idea is, yeah, it goes in and out all the way. And just like this, until finally you have it all the way in. Now, again, once it goes in one and it comes out the other one, just like this, you poke a little bit like this. You can throw that around, and then, did you like that? Yeah? Okay. All right. Well, a promise is a promise, and I told you I would teach you how to do that, and I shall. How many of you were guessing that I was using 2 handkerchiefs? Oh, well, I fooled most of you. Okay, well, okay, the smarter person in the front row over here happened to come up with it. The idea was I was using 2 handkerchiefs. I use another one inside my hand. I have this little trap door right there. You see, that's where I keep that other handkerchief. So that stays right over there. So once... That's fine. So that way, once you have the handkerchief in there, that way you're ready to go for the next one. So you begin with a handkerchief which goes into your hand then to begin with. You make a fist and place the handkerchief in. You let the other handkerchief fall to the ground. So that stays there until you're finished with this part of poking and tucking. You see, like that. Good. Sir, you were pretty good at that first time. Just go ahead and give it a poke in there. Yeah, okay, very good. That'll stay in there. And now, since that you got that in your hand, that's when you can come down here and pick up the other one that was on the ground, because that way you don't have to worry about it. So once you have this handkerchief, you can wave this around. Now, there are some parts of Las Vegas you may not want to do that. Oh, Uber. I'm the one. No, you're not. Keep on driving. And so the important thing is, whenever you're doing this, is, again, you're waving this around from this direction. And, of course, you're keeping this other hand held like this, which is in a perfectly natural position. And the other thing that's important is that, again, in case you don't need it, you can throw it again on the ground. So the idea is that you never, ever open this hand. I mean, you can, but don't ever open that hand. So, so you have that hand closed. Remember, that was the fist. A while ago, you had the handkerchief in. And you've been waving this around. Now's the time in which you would take the handkerchief, poke it into your fist like we were doing a little bit earlier. And remember that, just as we said, we snap our fingers once, twice. Third time, say, Happy Merry Christmas. And it changes from one color to the next. Yeah, exactly. Again, much like in and out. When you go to have a burger, it goes in one color and comes out another. So, okay, you guys, and I work on a little bit more on this side. So the idea is we have it all the way down through there until finally, sir, you know your job? You're slacking a little bit right there. That's good, yeah. All the way through. So finally you have it all the way inside. You can then take the handkerchief, put it back in your pocket, so that way you look nice and smart. That stays this way, and now is whenever that you can open your hand and take some applause. Just like that. Well, I don't know about you, but I think it's about time for me to go find some scotch from Zanzibar to go with my water. Until then, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
Big hand for Scott Wells, everybody! You're welcome, sir.